Hello students, I am Shubhashish. Today we are going to learn part 2 of ratio applications. In our daily lives, we use numbers and calculations to make decisions and solve problems. Sometimes we want to know how things change in relation to each other. For example, if you eat more, you need more food. If more people come to a party, you'll need more chairs. These are examples of direct proportion. Direct proportion means that when one thing increases or decreases, the other thing also changes in the same way. We also use percentages in our everyday life. For example, when you go shopping and see a discount like 20% off, it tells you how much you save from the total price. Percentages help us understand parts of a whole, like how much of a number is being used or saved. Another important idea is simple interest. This helps when we borrow or lend money. For example, if you borrow money from a bank, you will pay extra money called interest. Simple interest helps us figure out how much extra money we need to pay over time. In this video, we will learn how to use direct proportion, percentages, and simple interest to solve real-life problems in a very simple way. These concepts are helpful when we buy things, share, or calculate savings. Let's see how we can use them in our everyday life. Learning outcomes. After the completion of this lesson, you will be able to understand how direct proportion helps solve problems where one thing increases or decreases. Learn how to calculate percentages and use them for discounts and savings. Understand simple interest and how to calculate extra money on borrowed or lent amounts. Solve everyday problems using direct proportion, percentages, and simple interest. Keywords from this lesson: direct proportion, percentage, simple interest, discount, borrow, increase, decrease, rate of interest, and principal amount. Direct proportion. Direct proportion is when two quantities increase or decrease at the same rate. In other words, as one quantity increases, the other also increases, or as one decreases, the other decreases. Quantity 1 proportional to quantity 2. Quantity 1 by quantity 2 is equal to K, constant. where K is the constant of proportionality. So the formula can be written as A by B is equal to C by D. Where A and B are the first pair of quantities. C and D are the second pair of quantities after a change. Example: if the number of people increases, the amount of food required also increases. And if the number of people decreases, the amount of food required decreases. If the number of things increases, the cost also increases. And if the number of things decreases, the cost decreases. The more hours you work, the more money you earn. Now we will try to solve some examples. Example 1. 30 kgs of rice is needed for a family of 4 members. How many kgs of rice will be required if the number of members in the house increases to 10? Solution: let X be the quantity of rice required for 10 members. Then, for 4 members, rice required is 30 kgs. For 10 members, rice required is X kgs. According to the formula, A by B is equal to C by D, 4 by 30 is equal to 10 by X. By cross multiplication and solving for X, we get 4x is equal to 10 into 30. 4x is equal to 300. X equals to 300 by 4. X equals to 75 kgs. Therefore, 75 kgs of rice is required for 10 members in a house. Example 2. A car travels 150 kilometers in 3 hours at a constant speed. In how many hours will the car cover 250 kilometers? Solution: let X be the number of hours for the car to cover 250 kilometers. Given in 3 hours, car covers 150 kilometers. In X hours, car covers 250 kilometers. According to formula, A by B is equal to C by D. By cross multiplication, 3 by 150 is equal to X by 250. 3 into 250 is equal to X into 150. $750 is equal to X into 150. X equals to 750 by 150. X equals to 5 hours. Therefore, the time taken to cover 250 km is equal to 5 hours. Now we will learn about percentages. Percentages are everywhere in our daily lives. When you hear you scored 90% on your test, or you got a 20% discount on a shirt, you're using percentages. A percentage tells you how much something is out of 100. Now we will define the percentage. A percentage tells you how much something is out of 100. Now we will define the percentage. A percentage is a way of expressing a number as a fraction of 100. It is represented by the symbol %. When we say a number is a certain percentage of another number, it means that number is that many parts out of 100. Percentage is equal to part by whole into 100. For example, if you have 50% of a number, it means you have 50 out of every 100 parts of that number. Example: 1% can also be written as 1 by 100 or 0.01. %, can also be written as 25 by 100 or 0.25. 75% can also be written as 75 by 100 or 0.75. Now we will solve some examples. Example 1. In a class, there are 35 girls and 15 boys. What is the percentages of boys and what is the percentages of girls? Solution. Given. Number of girls is equal to 35. Number of boys is equal to 15. Total students is equal to 35 plus 15 is equal to 50. We know percentage is equal to part by whole into 100. Percentage of girls is equal to 35 by 50 into 100. Thirty-five by 5 into 10 equals to 7 into 10. Equals to 70%. Percentage of boys. 15 by 50 into 100. 15 by 5 into 10. 3 into 10 equals to 30%. Example 2. Samuel's monthly income is Rs 40,000. He spends 60% of it on family expenses, 10% on medical expenses, 5% on donations and saves by 25%. Find the amount he spends on each item. Solution. Given. Sam's monthly income is equal to Rs 40,000. Family expenses equals to 60% of total income. Equals to 60 by 100 into 40,000. Into 400. equals to 24,000. Medical expenses equals to 10% of total income. 10 by 100 into 40,000 equals to 10 into 400 equals to 4,000. Donations is equal to 5% of total income. Five by 100 into 40,000 equals to 5 into 400, 2,000. Savings is equal to 25% of total income. 25 by 100 into 40,000 equals to 25 into 400 equals to 10,000. Example 3. 40% of a number is 900, then find the number. Solution. Given 40% of a number is 900. Let the number be x. Forty by 100 into x equals to 900. X equals to 900 into 100 by 40. X equals to 900 into 5 by 2. X equals to 450 into 5. X equals to 2250. Therefore, the number is 2250 and the 40 of 2250 is 900. Example 4. A local cricket team played 20 matches in one season. If it won 25% of them and lost rest, how many matches did it lose? Solution. Given team played 20 matches in one season. Matches won is equal to 25% of total matches, equals to 25 by 100 into 20. Equals to 25 by 10 into 2. Which is equal to 5 matches. In one season, team played 20 matches. Among them, they won 5 and remaining lost matches is equal to 20 minus 5, which is equal to 15 matches. Now we will learn about a topic called simple interest. Imagine you're in a situation where you need money. You don't have enough savings, so you decide to borrow from a bank. You borrow rupees 10,000 but the bank tells you that you will have to pay back more than you borrowed. Why? Because of simple interest. When you borrow money, the bank doesn't just give you the money for free. They charge you an extra amount called interest for lending it to you. This interest is calculated based on how much money you borrow, how long you borrow it, and the interest rate. Before entering into the topic, we need to know the few terms like principal. The money that is borrowed or lent out for a certain period is called the principal. It is the initial amount of money before any interest is added. Interest. Interest is the amount of money charged or earned for borrowing or lending the principal. It is calculated based on the principal amount, rate, and time. Amount. The amount is the total sum of the principal and the interest after a certain period. Formula. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. Simple interest. Simple interest is the extra amount paid on the principal, original amount, based on a fixed interest rate for a specific period of time. Formula. Simple interest equals to P into T into R by 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time in years. Now we will solve some examples. Example 1. A person borrows Rs 50,000 at 10% per annum simple interest. How much interest will he pay after 3 years, and also find the total amount? Solution. Given P equals to Rs 50,000, R equals to 10%, T equals to 3 years. We know interest equals to P into T into R by 100. Now substitute the values in the formula. I equals to 50,000 into 3 into 10 by 100. I equals to 5,000 into 3. I equals to 15,000. The interest paid after 3 years is equal to Rs 15,000. Total amount is equal to P plus I. Rs 5,000 plus Rs 15,000 is equal to Rs 65,000. Example 3. At what rate per annum will rupees 7,500 yield an interest of rupees 1,500 in 2.5 years? Solution. Given P equals to rupees 7,500, I equals to rupees 1,500, T equals to 2.5 years, which is equal to 5/2 years. We know I equals to P into T into R by 100. Now substitute the values in the formula. I equals to P into T into R by 100. I equals to P into 5/2 into R by 100. $1,500 is equal to 7,500 into 5/2 into R by 100. $1,500 equals to 750 into 1/2 into R by 2. 1,500 equals to 750 into R by 4. 1,500 into 4 equals to 750 into R. R equals to 1,500 into 4 by 750. R equals to 2 into 4 equals to 8%. Points to remember. Direct proportion is when one quantity increases, the other also increases, or as one decreases, the other decreases. A percentage is a way of expressing a number as a fraction of 100. It is represented by the symbol %. When we say a number is a certain percentage of another number, it means that number is that many parts out of 100. Percentage equals to part by whole into 100. Simple interest is the extra amount paid on the principal, original amount, based on a fixed interest rate for a specific period of time. Formula. Simple interest I equals to P into T into R by 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time in years. Thanks for watching.